Welcome back, everyone, to our Eve ship. We'll be going to Eve pretty soon. Just trying to make some money to forward the rest of our space program. So docking 2 vessels in Kerbin orbit gave us about $200,000, or 160, I think. Which will help a ton for our financing our future missions. We're saving up some science and some money to do missions to Jool, which is out here. But first we're going to go to Eve, just to get enough science to build some good spacecraft. Eve's pretty easy to get to. It's probably the easiest to get to of all like the planets, honestly. So it's big, has enough gravity to attract you. Not too far away. The only bad thing is you gotta wait a lot for the transfer windows to line up, because Eve and Kerbin they have pretty similar transfer times. They're actually the least likely to have a transfer window between them. Or like if you're going from Kerbin to Eve, you're gonna have to wait the longest between transfer window intervals. So it's just the way the orbits work. So our maneuvers on the other side of the planet. You get about 5,000 meters per second delta V. Should be enough to get us to Eve and back pretty safely. So this is nuclear engines, so they're kind of slow, but can't beat that efficiency, except with an ion engine. It's gonna be a long burn. If you like watching spacecrafts burn, you're in the right place. If it's kind of boring, get out. I think it's kind of boring, honestly, but it looks cool at least. Yeah, a little bit weird having nuclear exhaust go straight past the crew compartment. Nothing seems to be hitting each other. I like to build tugs like this a lot, but I like to build them bigger. This one's, I call this mini tug. And usually when I build them bigger, I spread the engines out further. So this tug, I have it rated for about 40 tons. Take 40 tons to pretty much to a lot of places like the Mud or Eve or Duna. Not really rated for Jool, but I think we'll attach a very small payload to it, send it to Jool. Maybe. We'll see if it survives this mission. We haven't been having the best of luck lately with our missions. A lot of Kerbin's been dying. We lost Valentina, Bob, along with a lot of tourists a couple of missions ago. So Eve's kind of a very dangerous place too. These guys shouldn't be going anywhere near Eve except to drop a probe in. They're going to Geely. So don't have the time or money to make an Eve lander. Yeah, I also like going sunward, because you can do the burns during the day. So I think it just looks a lot nicer. This bridge seems to be holding up pretty well. I mean, if you got big docking ports and struts, your craft will generally hold together pretty well, especially if you're pulling it instead of pushing it. KSP is a lot friendlier to pulling forces over pushing forces. So, although with enough struts, you could probably push things fine. It's easier to design a pushing craft because you can, you don't have to make space for the engines. So you just have all the engines in the back. I think we'll attempt the pushing craft for a future mission, I think. I mean, this thing can actually be a pushing craft, but this one's for fuel. This one's for payload. The docking ports in it. Got 2 big radiators because these are nuclear engines, so. The radiators might be a little bit overkill. In real life, you need big radiators, regardless. Just flying over the desert. I would like to build a large space station, too. Might do that later. If we got contracts for it, I'll do it. Looks like they canceled our new space station contract. Perhaps if we decouple, I think of it as original craft. This contract's about to expire too. Burn's almost done. 150 meters per second to go. If we get bored here in this Kerbin system, they do have a bunch of cool worlds to go explore through a wormhole. So, might do that. It's a ton of money. I want to have a lot of science unlocked though, just so we have tons of great spacecraft for it. And I think I might use HyperEdit to kind of adjust the system out there, make it a little bit more friendly for stock parts. It's like a interstellar system, so not super stock part friendly. All right, call it there. Let's go. Oh, let's transmit some science right now. Get that contract. Not enough useful findings. Okay. Hang on. I got it. Transmit the science or the thermometer. We have 2 thermometers. Awesome. How much does that give us? Barely anything. Oh, it's easy, so I wouldn't expect it to. Go to SOI. Some of these tourists should give us a little bit of money for that, or to the Kerbal system. So that's 2 with a flyby Kerbal. 100,000 from that. Nice. All right. Delete all messages. I'm gonna undock right now. See if we get that contract complete. Yep, perfect. And then dock shouldn't be too hard. Just go back. Go forward. Come on. Go back. Go forward. Uh-oh. Please let me dock. This is the only source of propulsion for this entire craft. It's not letting us dock. This is the only... I guess we're not really aligned. Oh man, we're drunk. You got it. Okay, thank God. Let's get Bill out there again. In the EVA report, which we'll digest in the science lab later. And we'll just... Yeah, I should have put a ladder right here, in hindsight. That didn't work. It's not working. There we go. That should be fine. Probably don't even need the struts. But, you know, better safe than sorry. For more complicated craft, we definitely will. It's another reason I like having engineers. They can fix them. It's kind of crazy, all the hijinks I've had to deal with having engineers, like, rebuild ships after, like, you know, we've had some issues. Just get some solar science done. We already did a lot of this stuff, but... Excellent. Now let's plan our phase change burn. Or plan change burn. Ooh, that's expensive. I believe if we come in on this side, we will be moving the same direction as Geely. I know that was a problem we had last time is we came in for a burn and it goes around Joule. We went the opposite direction. All of our satellites got shot out. So now that should be most of our contracts except for this infrared satellite. And I believe we still have Burry. His contract's about to be cancelled. because he's currently stuck on the moon. Long story. It was in the last episode. Kind of funny how it happened, but we probe core lost power, and then we couldn't land safely. I forgot landing legs, and then yep, a bunch of terrible things happened. I think Eve's a really pretty planet too. Might be one of my. I think it's probably the prettiest, honestly, like from space. And the surface is pretty attractive too. This is the farthest sunward any Kerbins have gone yet. We haven't really explored too far in this system, honest. We've only gone to Duna with Kerbins. We've gone to Jewel with probes. We might do Drez. I actually like Drez a lot. A lot of people skip it. I don't blame them. I think it'd be cool if like Drez had like asteroids orbiting it or something. I think there is like Drez asteroid belt, but they're kind of far away. So that's one thing I would change. I would make Drez more interesting. And I would make like bigger asteroids they could like mine fuel from for a longer time. Like right now, the asteroids, they run out of fuel pretty quickly, especially if you have bigger craft, so it's not really worth going to them for fuel purposes. Makes more sense just to go to like a planet or like a small moon. Yeah, if we have a reaction wheel, I might take it and put it on this guy. So I think I forgot to put one on it. I also think I forgot to put power. I might do some last minute engineering on this guy. Perfect. Yeah. Nowhere close to Eve, or Gilly, but it's not too hard to do some phase change burns for that. Or it's not too hard to get the Gilly when you're at your apoapsis. You got very low. It doesn't cost a lot of delta V to make maneuvers. So our science lab is filling up. We almost got the entire science tree unlocked. I do want to get some rapiers before we go to... I want to get some rapiers before we start doing like big missions to Laythe. Laythe is very good for space planes. The only problem is it's kind of hard to land on some of the beaches. So you could try to land on the ocean, take off, land on the ocean. You always got a straight runway there. A little bit risky. And then you have to like, you know, take like a boat or something to the shoreline. Or you could go with a... Why aren't we transmitting science? Oh, we are. Or you could go with a VTOL spaceplane to get the best of both worlds. The only problem, kind of hard to fly, kind of hard to build, especially if you want cargo on it. I made a few that are pretty good, so it's hard to make them big, but you know, you can make them small decently easily. But we'll go big because I want to put like landing. I want to have like a shuttle, like off the surface of Laythe, and you know, to orbit and back. And then we'll need a refueling craft for that. And then we'll be able to build like big bases on Lathe and get massive contracts, or we'll do like the Lathe ore return mission and get a ton of money from that. Just transmitting the science right now. So far this mission's going really well. Usually something bad would happen. That guy does need to be rebuilt. Let me see what we got. I don't think I have any reaction control wheels. No. Do we have any in here? I think we got a big one in here. But I think we also want to keep that one in here. Yeah. Might be too hard to even move it. We could swap the probe cores. But then we'd have less capable of a probe core. Yeah, I think I'll drop it in, just hope for the best. I mean, we're gonna get contract money either way, even if nothing happens. Oh, it's only 175 to capture. It's a pretty good deal. Alright, off to Eve. You see us approaching the planet now. We're gonna get, let's check our money right now. We have 1.1 million. A lot of that's probably from the space station contract, but it's about to go up a lot. Boom. And we've entered Eve. World's first milestone. Oh, we did a dock and maneuver on Kerbal. That paid up pretty well too. 119 from Eve. Awesome. Looks like our periapsis is still in the spot we want it to be. Center orbit. There you are. This is what a properly designed spacecraft looks like. I know, like, a lot of people kind of suck at this game. It's a hard game, I will admit. Even I, who am very good at this game, occasionally mess things up. We're moving so fast it says we're under acceleration. We will actually be accelerating in 20 seconds. Seven more seconds, and I'll start the engines. Circularize. Let's go. Patch Conics are going crazy. They're called conics because you use cones to kind of calculate what these trajectories look like. It's the whole thing, whole fuel science. I'm actually going to leave our apoapsis kind of high. Or, hang on. I'll bring it back down for the probe. Probe's going to have to re-enter on this, so. And back in the sun. Kenbles, why don't you give us some science? Report. Hang on. What does it say that's unmanned? Oh, it's got tourists. I mean, we'll wait for a second. We left some Kerbals behind. I think I'll take one of these, and did we forget everything? Yeah, we don't have a single solar panel on this. Alright, Bill. You know what to do. We'll send him out to collect the solar panel from up here. Put it on that guy. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know I hit a laser. Good job, you. Alright, off to Apoapsis. Oh, we're already there. Now, I believe we want this to be pointing retrograde. So the craft is pointing prograde right now. Actually, we'll control from here. Where is this? Control from here. Alright. Command, control forward, control from here. Good. Then we'll point prograde with this guy. Actually, one point retrograde with this guy. So when I fire this decoupler, the force should send it into the planet. This is all theory. There we go. Hopefully that force is enough to get us into Eagle 1 probe. Good. Alright, you already know your job. Yes, and we are colliding with the atmosphere, so angled it perfectly. Now let's see if we can survive re-entry. My guess is that the heat shield ends up on the bottom somehow, or the back. Or, you know, away from the stream. Hopefully it's heavy enough though, and this area is light enough that it reorients. Can't believe we forgot reaction wheel, power. Do we even have an antenna on this thing? Oh yeah, we do. Then the mothership will follow us all the way down to orbit, or yeah, follow us all the way down to periapsis, so we'll have control through the mothership for a long while. You know, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna deploy the chute right now. So hopefully, even if without probe core, as long as we survive re-entry, that deploys. Looks like we're coming in the wrong way. Yeah, we can't move at all. We're gonna have to hope that the ship automatically orientates. I doubt it will, though. Oh, hey, look at that. It's automatically orientating the perfect direction. That's crazy. Alright, all we gotta do now is bleed off 4 kilometers per second of orbital velocity. Very wobbly. You know what? I'm optimistic. I bet this reaches at the surface. Our parachute's armed. Look at that thing wobble. I think this might be like one of the smallest Eve probes I've ever built. Literally finished building it at like the last second. Look at that, already 1,000 meters per second shaved off. Making money too. Orbit 14, spacewalk, suborbital spaceflight, atmospheric flight. You just gotta touch the surface now. Surface or the sea. Outpace a lot. Half the ablator's gone. Still got 3,000 meters per second to go. Looks like we're gonna be landing in the night, unfortunately. But looks like we're gonna be landing, which is the fortunate part. I'll just time warp today. In real life, we have Venus, which is the Eve analog, and it has a very weird day cycle. The planet doesn't rotate like Earth does; it rotates very slowly. And I think its axis of rotation has some weird angle relative to the plane of orbit. So on Earth, our axis of rotation is like offset 23 degrees from perpendicular to the plane of orbit. If it was perfectly perpendicular to the plane of orbit, you wouldn't even have things like seasons. But the thing that really bums me out is that the moon is not on the same plane of orbit as Earth. Or like if they had like parallel planes of orbit with the sun, then that would mean that you would have a lot more eclipses. You'd have one every month, it'd be guaranteed. You'd also have a Earth eclipsing the moon once a month, so that is a little bit unfortunate. We don't have that, but you know, it's whatever. At least we have a planet, you know, it's nice, it can support life, and, you know, it's not some dead rock, and allows for all these interesting things to happen. We have a really great planet. I mean, like, our planet's like, I mean, as far as I can tell, it's like 1 in billions, so. Ton of aerodynamic forces going on us right now. We're still very high up in the atmosphere, but now it looks like we'll safely land. Eve has a very thick atmosphere, so it's kind of hard to escape sometimes. Parachute already deployed. Guess the minimum pressure got high enough. We still got like 30 kilometers to go though. I wonder if the planet will rotate at all. Evil One's still in orbit, doing well. Look how fast it's going. 4,500 meters per second. We're at 4 times speed, but yeah, still going pretty fast. Should have put at least one science experiment on this thing in case we got like a contract, like, send science data from the surface of Eve. Reputation slowly recovering. We're at, what, 60 or 55 now? So we went down to like 45 when we killed all those people. Don't do that, would not recommend. Driving through the thicker part of Eve's atmosphere. Got some Eve clouds. Can't really see it. Turn up your brightness, please. It's just a probe descending in the darkness. You can see some thunder clouds going. Just 2 batteries, a solar panel, a girder, a parachute, and an antenna. And I also arrived your entry. Alright. Final 1,000 meters. Since we're going slow enough, we'll deploy the antenna just so we can get better communication. Increase our signal strength by 17%. So, if we don't leave a relay in Eve orbit, we're not going to be able to contact this thing at all. It's just got its comms are too weak. And the probe, it was an afterthought. I added it at the last minute in the design, but I figured, if we're going to Eve, might as well drop a probe into the atmosphere. Get some extra science money. I mean, look how much this is paying us. From the atmospheric flight, we get 114. Suborbital space flight, 119. So it's already 200,000 plus the bonuses we get for our strategies, and we get increased reputation points too. So 100 kilometers from the surface. I think we might be landing in an ocean. Let me check. Yep, ocean. Almost there. Now let's warp to the daytime. Green sunrise, look at that. That is interesting. Let me share this panels out. Our communication got a lot better. Eve 1 must be close. No, it's far away. Sitting on a green ocean. We'll have to send some Kerbals down here. It's pretty cool. Just watch the sunrise more. Turns pink. Oh. Some minor graphical glitches. Yeah, we are really out there. Just really on the ocean. Let's see if there's any land nearby. Whoa. I don't see a single island or anything. Well, let's see for you. That's almost 200 just for splashing in Eve. Lucky, lucky us. Alright, well, In the next episode, I think we'll be going to Gilly, so tune in for that.